Hi everybody, my name is Mrs Sakalas and I'm going to be teaching you in reception from September, and our class name is going to be Rivers. I'm so excited to meet all of you and to get to know all of you and to get started with all of our amazing learning that we're going to be doing together. I know that my name is a little bit tricky to say, so maybe over the summer, with the help of one of your parents or an adult, that you can maybe practice giving it a go. But don't worry if you get it wrong, because I know it is tricky. Now, I have something that I would like to show you so that you can get to know me a little bit better. So I have here a box, a shoe box. It's not very interesting. I need to decorate it, I think. But inside are lots of things, all to do with getting to know me. So I'm going to show you some of these things now. First of all, I have got a book because I love reading and I cannot wait to read lots of different stories with all of you and go on amazing reading adventures because I love to read. The next thing I have is a mug because I absolutely love coffee. I'm sure some of your adults like coffee. I think it's so tasty and it helps me stay energetic and awake. I also have a bracelet which is given to me by somebody that I love very much, and inside the bracelet there's some writing and it says find the silver lining, and that just means no matter how you might be feeling about something, maybe you're feeling a bit scared or a bit anxious, that we can always find something to smile about, and every day when you come into class you'll have a big smile from me, okay, to welcome you. Okay, the next thing I have is I've got a picture of me and my little boy. His name is Liam and he's only 2, so you guys are going to seem like such big boys and girls in comparison with him. The next thing I have is some lolly sticks because I love ice lollies. I like them all year round, even when it's cold, but especially now it's a bit hot. And once you've eaten them, you can make amazing things with the lollipop sticks. Maybe we'll do something like that together soon. I also have this little vest. My little boy was very ill when he was born and he was very, very small, and this is the first piece of clothing that the doctors and nurses allowed him to wear, so it's very special to me, and it helps me to remember that even though things can be a bit scary, everything will be all right in the end. And then finally I've got some earphones because I love to listen to music, I love to sing, I love to dance, and I hope I can do some singing and dancing with you guys too. So that is my box, and I'm going to challenge you to come up with your own box. It doesn't have to be a shoe box, it can be any kind of box, and you can put in some things that are all about getting to know you. And in September I'm going to bring my box into school and you can bring your boxes and we'll all share them together and we'll get to know each other even better. Okay, now I also have lots of other things that I need to do to get ready to be a great teacher for you in September. So I need to make sure that the classroom is clean and ready for us to do some exciting learning, and I need to make sure that I have planned all of the great things that we're going to do together. And there's some things that I would like you to have a think about doing as well over the summer to get ready for school. I'm just going to show you what they are. So let's see if I can share this with you. Oops, that's the wrong thing. There we go. So I would like you to be able to recognize your name. So when you come into school, you can find your peg, you can choose your lunch, and you know what your name looks like. And your name will always start with a capital letter, and the rest of the letters are lowercase. So it's a great idea to have a look at your name and see if you can recognize it, and practice that over the summer. The next thing you'll see there is a little boy trying to get dressed and pictures of the school uniform. Now, in school, we get changed for PE and different things like that. And it would be amazing if you could have a practice at dressing yourself. It doesn't need to be in your school uniform. It could be your normal clothes over the summer, but just to have a practice of getting ready yourself. Don't worry, because there are teachers in school will more than happily help you, because I know it's hard sometimes. Buttons can be hard. Sometimes we put our t-shirts or jumpers on the wrong way around, and that's fine. But just give it a practice, and then if you ever get stuck in school, we will help you. Another thing to think about is also shoes that have Velcro, because then you can do that yourself. If you have laces and you can't tie laces, then you're just going to have to wait for an adult, which might get a bit boring. So I would highly recommend shoes with Velcro. The next thing that you will see are lots of different books. And it is a great idea to do some reading over the summer holidays. So you can look at a book with an adult, you can have them read to you, which is just as important at this stage in development as children reading themselves. For them to hear how stories are read, for them to be exposed to different books is so important and something that we really value at Leavesden. So that would be amazing if they could have some books shared with them over the summer. The next picture at the bottom is of monkey bars and a tree, which might seem a bit strange. But what I would like you to do is have as much fun as possible and think about how children are going to develop that upper body strength. One of the things that we will start to do in reception is writing, and in order to be physically ready to do writing, we need a lot of gross motor skills. So things like climbing trees, pulling ourselves up. We are great at developing the upper arms and the shoulders, that part of the body, and it is only once they're ready the upper part of the body is ready, can we work on then fine motor skills to do with writing. So it is really important that we get the children as strong as possible in order to do good writing. The box in the middle just represents the box that I just shared with you, and then the pictures of board games down at the bottom is another good way of helping them to be prepared for starting reception. So it introduces the idea of turn taking, and it can introduce ideas of number and letters depending on what board game you're playing, and it introduces them in a fun way. One of the biggest things that children learn when they first come to school is sharing and turn taking, and that can be really difficult for young children. So if you were to play some board games and think about turn taking with them, that would really be beneficial to them. The final box with the speech marks and the thought bubbles is just about any questions that you may have or that your child may have. If your child has any questions about school, the best thing to do if you know the answer is to answer very honestly. If you don't know the answer, then to just tell them that you don't know, but you'll be able to find out. It's important to keep an honest and positive dialogue with children about them starting school, so that they know exactly what's happening and they get excited about it, because it is exciting. It's a bit scary, but it's very exciting. The next thing is linked to that. It's a good idea to write when their first day at school is, when they'll come to school to visit us in the calendar, if you have one, and to just draw their attention to it every so often, so that they know when it's coming up, and they're not blindsided by it when you turn up at school with them. Yeah, so that's everything. I am so excited to be teaching you this year, and I cannot wait to meet you all properly. So have a fabulous summer. Try and work on those things that I've just talked about, and I will see you soon. Bye.